When you arrive at Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hawkeyes will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Paul. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Wisconsin's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. Two programs very similar in their DNA, rugged and tough, sort of epitomizing the Heartland and playing for the Heartland Trophy.
It's an old rivalry, but a relatively new trophy in this game. And trust me, Wisconsin, Iowa, they don't care that it's new. It's another thing to put in their trophy case, and both teams want it.
Yeah, everybody wants the trophies. I think it's always fun, but more importantly, you want the bragging rights that come with it. Rivalry games matter. They matter to fans, they matter to players, they matter to coaches. That every game's the same nonsense, it's not true.
Caught in the backfield, it's McGowan. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll throw it to the back on the screen, and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line. Oh, spender fella, and he's loose. And there he goes. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Hawkeyes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
The Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll put the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. He's got it. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, he just couldn't create it, and as a result...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Paul. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard to cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game. And for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Hits the spin cycle. Tough, hard-fought game the last time these two met, with Iowa taking a close one.
Yeah, and Iowa making the plays when they needed to make the plays. And listen, I just like watching these two squads, Palmer, because they're very similar. Their DNA is similar. How they build team is similar. Their offenses usually struggle similarly. So it was a nice win a year ago for the Hawkeyes.
And because of that win, David, I think both these teams, they spent a lot of time in ice tubs after the game. The difference is that Iowa did it with a smile on their face, and they're hoping to do that again. They better load those tubs up with ice, because you know this game is going to be physical.
And the Hawkeyes will keep this drive going.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed him.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Give to the running back. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bull here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry partner, I guess you need a good trophy to go with it.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these trophy games, and now we're adding new ones to the mix. I'm all for it, man. Big brass bull on a stand. Good news is both of these teams, Wisconsin and Iowa, they've got a lot of big linemen that can carry that 70-plus pound trophy back to the trophy stand.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
The Badgers in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the inside give. Plows through the defense. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On 2nd down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Garrison. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to move it through the air. On the run, fires downfield. He makes the catch. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Brooks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pressure coming. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Badgers line it up with a first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And the Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Washington. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. And
open runway ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's right on target. At the 35, he's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. He breaks a tackle. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to buy time. Going for 6. And it's caught! Touchdown, Iowa!
And you got to give the offensive line all the credit for that one. The QB had over 5 seconds to find his open target down the field. Great job up front in pass protection for that touchdown play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over ULM. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! How about that D coming up with a play like that? These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and die. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job on the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You can put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misfire, it's second down. Dances away. They get to him as he throws. Smashes through. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. The lone back's got it. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And the beatdown has ensued. Iowa has extended its lead as they try to take hold of the Heartland Trophy.
Iowa taking over now in the second half of this game. Offense and on defense, they are imposing their will, David. They want this Heartland Trophy back.
They want to go get it. They want some bragging rights. Both these programs, obviously close to each other, familiar with each other, kind of have the same DNA, but only one team gets bragging rights.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. A first down for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got room at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th minute.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Touchdown, Badgers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They move the tight end all over. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much.